Hi Ben, I really appreciate your offer of assistance today. We had a number of near misses over the recent months, and many of which could have resulted in significant injury. I feel that unless we do something about it, it's only a matter of time before somebody gets injured.
Are you using the BIP program here at the Fab Shop?
Yes, we are, but I don't think it's very effective.
Oh, really? We've been using the BIP program in S&C Leveling for many years now to provide people with the skills to intervene effectively and have meaningful conversations about safety. It's a simple, structured technique that gives our people the confidence to have effective safety conversations. Within S&C Leveling, one of the values that guides us is that we have a responsibility to protect everyone who comes into contact with our organisation. This means that if you see an unsafe practice, then you must intervene. You can't just walk on by hoping somebody else is going to deal with it. So, have you people received BIP training?
No, but we do cover it in HSC induction.
Without the training, a person may lack the confidence to intervene and have a conversation when they observe an at-risk situation. They may choose to ignore it in the hope that another person will see it and intervene. Some people may choose to report it later as a means of avoiding direct face-to-face intervention.
But at least the incident got reported. That's good, isn't it?
While it is positive that somebody is taking the time to report an unsafe act, the fact that there was no intervention means that the unsafe behaviour was allowed to carry on and left the at-risk situation unresolved. No intervention means that we also never got to understand why the individual was working in a way that created risk to other personnel in the area and to passers-by. You can only achieve that by having an effective conversation.
But sometimes when you interrupt somebody working and you tell them that they are working unsafely, the intervention ends up being very confrontational.
Stop! Hey! Stop! What do you think you're doing? There's sparks flying everywhere. You're putting everyone at risk.
Who do you think you are? Are you talking to me like that? I'm very busy. So just let me do my job. And you go and do yours.
An argument is not effective communication, and it will not resolve the unsafe situation. We need to intervene effectively to understand why an individual is behaving in that way. And this is where the training comes in. At the end of the day, we're just trying to prevent people from being injured.
I could see from over there. There were sparks flying everywhere. What if something had gone in my eye?
But if you were minding your own business and stayed away, nothing would hit you in your eye.
If that's your response, I'm going to report you to the management.
You do whatever you have to do.
The success of each intervention depends on how you approach the person. Our BIP technique can help each of us approach interventions in a non-aggressive way that delivers a controlled and effective engagement. You can't overestimate the value of an effective conversation that encourages people to consider the potential consequences of any given situation. This is of most value when carried out at the time that the person is observed working unsafely. Effective conversation involves creating dialogue where open and honest questions are used to explore the work being undertaken, the risks involved, and who may be affected. There are 6 steps to the BIP technique. Firstly, approach and introduce yourself. Explain what you're doing and why. Ask what the job involves, and look to praise safe aspects of the work. Use open questions to establish risks and controls, and finally agree the required improvements or corrections.
Hi, my name is Nelson. I'm the manager of the fabrication facility. May I know your name, please?
My name is Firoz Akhtar, as a pipe fitter working in S&C Leveling. Why do you need to know my name? Have I done something wrong?
Oh, sorry Firoz. Maybe I should explain. As you may be aware, in S&C Leveling, we have a behavior interaction program known as BIPs. The idea of the program is to look after each other and help everyone stay safe. With this in mind, can you spare a few minutes to discuss the safety aspects of the job you're doing?
Sure, thing. What do you want to know?
What is the job that you're doing here?
I'm preparing the pipe for the welding.
So what does this job involve?
I'm grinding chamber end of this pipe for the flange joint.
It's good to see that you are wearing the personal protective equipment, eyeglasses, face shield, dust mask, your plugs. I've seen a number of horrendous incidents where people have been injured while using the angle guide.
I know what you mean. I value my eyes. Although I suppose there is always something that we can do better.
What could go wrong with a job like this? What are the risks?
Well, there is moving disc, and so I always make sure the guards is adjusted properly and that the handle is in place.
I was just looking at the equipment which you are using. How do you know it's safe to use?
We use a color code system to ensure it has been inspected and tested. If it hasn't got a color code, we return to the stores.
That sounds like a really effective system. What about the noise?
You have to wear the hearing protection with this equipment.
What other hazards are there?
Well, the disc could break and you have to be careful of the grinding sparks.
How do you manage those risks?
I have safety goggles and a face shield to protect my eyes and face.
Who else could be affected by those sparks?
I suppose my co-workers or anyone passing by.
What would happen if they were hit by the breaking disc or the sparks?
They could get something in their eye or even worse.
And how do you protect them?
I make sure that I position myself so that the sparks don't fly into the walkway.
Is there any more that we could do to protect them?
Well, I could put up some screens to stop the sparks.
Are there any screens available?
Yes, sure thing. I will go and get a screen now.
Thanks for that. That's a great suggestion. Having screens will protect everyone in the area. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Have a great day.
But an effective interaction is only half the story. To maximise our learning, it is essential for us to record the findings of the interaction using the appropriate BIP card. There are 20 BIP cards to choose from, and they relate to various aspects of our work, both on our project sites and in our offices. You may be able to complete more than one BIP card for an interaction, depending on the activities observed. The forms are really easy to use and identify the safe observations as well as any unsafe ones. Completed BIP cards also demonstrate your personal commitment to HSE and provide us with an opportunity to analyse the observations, identify trends and put in place controls to prevent incidents from occurring. So each time we complete a behavioural interaction, we must ensure that we complete a BIP card. Hopefully you can now see how effective safety conversations can help to create a safer workplace where nobody gets injured, everyone goes home safe and well, and the environment is preserved.
Yes, I can see that BIP is an effective tool, and the coaching you have provided today will help me to improve the quality of my interventions. Better engagement with the workforce will ensure that we are better able to identify hazards and minimize the risk to our people, ensuring that every day is a perfect day.